Hey guys, welcome to Tone Zone. Today we're checking out the new Fortin Sigil amp. Normally we would use a professional guitar player, but everyone's at home and have to stay at home, so today it's just me. It's a lot less expensive, but the quality also is a bit lower. So I'll do my best to show you the amp. It's my first reaction to the amp. I didn't try it. A few minutes ago I played my old Engel Invader Iron Ball amp just to have a reference. And now it's the first time I'm trying the Sigil amp. Today I'm using a Mayones Duvell standard guitar, just as a monster rock cable straight into the amp, not even a tuner, so maybe I have to tune once or twice. Simple mic setup, so this is basically as pure as it gets. It's going to be a one-taker, not too much editing, so we'll see what we end up with. And at the end of the video, I'll try to give you a reason why or why not to buy the amp, and give you a good conclusion, so you know if this amp might suit you. First of all, it's made in the UK, handmade in the UK. I think it is a PCB amp, but it's handmade. Very simple setup. In fact, the setup reminds me of my old Soldano SLO 100 amp, where you have two gains and two masters, which basically means that you have two channels. This is the gain for channel 1 and the volume for channel 1. This is the gain for channel 2 and the volume for channel 2. So it's not a master A, master B kind of thing, but is dedicated to gain 1 and gain 2. I assume that's how it works with the classic Soldano setup. We have a bass, middle, treble, so this is your EQ. And we have a presence. We do not have a depth switch, which you sometimes find in these amps, to give it a bit more push in the low end. So just a presence. And there's a gain boost on the first channel. So I also see it's a high and a low power. And I've been told just minutes ago that it's a 6 watt or a 20 watt option. For me, there's only one option. That's the high. Let's see what we can get out of it. I expect it to be a classic rock amp, so I think it has two gain channels, which one of the two you probably can more or less use as a clean channel. That's what I expect. Let's start with the EQ at 12 o'clock, just simple, and see what that leads to. Channel 1. It was on channel 2, probably because they tested it in the factory. This is a bit what I expected. It's the clean channel, the first channel, but still has quite a bit gain already. So let's see if we can get a decent clean out of it. Then probably we'll have to set the master a bit higher, the gain a bit lower. Just a basic clean sound, but the thing that I can tell you is that it wants to go. It has some push already. It feels very tight in the low end. And the gain structure reminds me, it's nothing like my Engel. When you look at the gain structure of my Engel, it's very smooth. is almost transistor-like. It doesn't have much grit in it, and this has quite a bit of grit, so it's more a classical Marshall-ish gain. Bit less presence. Oh well, it's very sensitive. Very classic distortion in my idea. The first channel has quite a bit of gain already, and I now see that there's a pull boost on channel 1. So let's see what that does. To me, it's very, very classic. It's it actually feels a bit like my old Soldano SLO, but more modern. I feel that the low end is different, more towards the modern djenty sound. When I play, I'm obviously more classic rock guitarist than when I play on my Engel or any other amp or my Soldano. I had the depth mod to push the low end, so I'm someone who uses a lot of gain, where the modern gen guys use much less gain. I'm not used to that, but I do hear that sound in this amp, that metal. That metal's not the push in the low end, but the iron metal sound in the low end. I like it. Let's see what a second channel does. It has more push in the low end. It surprises me how different this feels than any other amp. It's really a very modern sounding amp. I don't miss the depth punch. Let's see if we can hear a sound difference in when we go to the low power setting, and let's see what it does on full high gain, how extreme it can go. But with a lot of amps, I tend to have a lot of gain. This is very good on not too much gain. Really reminds me of my Soldano. All right, now let's see what it does on full high gain on the second channel, and let's see if there's any sound difference on the low power. The second channel seems to have a lot more push in the low end. As I told you, that's very nice. The EQ is very responsible, that's very nice, so you can go into extremes with that. Sometimes you have these amps where you have to really find the sweet spot. There's only one good sound in it, but to me it feels very natural, easy to come up with a sound. Let's see if there's a difference with the low power. To me, there's what I hear here in the room is that there's not too much difference. Obviously, there's a difference because there's a volume difference, but not a completely different sound. So that's good. You probably can use it at a low sound, low power or high power with the same sound. In all, I'm very impressed. It feels very good to me, but it also feels very modern to me. Which is good. I could definitely, and I think I will do that, use this next to my other amps because it's such a different sound. I've been searching for that more modern metal sound in my other amps and I didn't find it. And with this, it's almost immediately I have this like, ah, that's cool, that's that sound. But I'm not really into that sound, so it's best to check it out yourself. Go to a store or just check it out at one of the dealers. Also, if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Next time there will be a professional guitarist again, not me, but I hope you enjoyed this video. I think we're going to do some more videos on the cabinets. Oh, there's one thing I have to share, one thing you all should know, and that is that the cabinet is not the traditional way of connecting. Normally you have one mono or two stereo inputs. This cabinet can only be used with two cables. So if you get this cabinet in, look at it, it's described on the back, but you cannot use it with one cable while using both of the speakers in the cabinet. But I think we'll do a different video on that. So for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if you liked it and if this might be something for you. Again, check it out at one of the dealers. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.